My name is Maricruz Juarez, and after I made the first documentary about my experience with domestic violence, there has been a lot of people that want to know if you really can overcome this awful experience and stay together as a family. Our problems are not over. We're still struggling with his anger, and but there are clues that he knows, and I know, and my daughters know, that when he gets so stressed out for the work or for whatever reason, we will walk away. We will leave him alone. Being in a home with a violent, person, it's not easy. For me, I have to be really patient, and because I want to keep this family together. But there has been, a lot of times when I just don't want to do it anymore. Yeah.
I know I'm a person just working on me. Since the last time we just do this documentary, I've been working every single day to be a better person.
I've dealt with domestic violence pretty much my whole life. Up until a few years ago, I was scared to speak up for myself. Not only when my dad was mad, but all the time. I was scared. I was even scared of my own dad.
My daughters, they look at me like a hero, and sometimes they look at me like a monster. And it's so difficult and hard for me to hear, and they get scared easy because they know I'm a good person, but when I don't control myself, I'm a bad person.
The important thing between my husband and I was to agree to work on building better behavior. It will not work with just the one partner reminding the abuser to stop, unless there is a clear awareness between both of them to change the relationship.
How difficult it can be ask for help. When you're a man, you think nobody can help you in this situation. You think you can control everything with your anger, with your power. You think you're the strong in the family. You can be the meanest person in your house. But everybody knows it's not right. That's not a way we can have a family, we can have a life.
We can still be mad at each other and keep on arguing, but in our minds, we're arguing to find a solution of what we're arguing about.
Now that I'm like a teen, I stand up for myself. It can be a good thing, but not in all situations. Sometimes I find myself insanely mad. It actually scares me how mad I get. But like my dad, I'm trying really hard to change and to not use violence as a first resort.
It has been a long, tough road, and only time has proven if you really have changed.
I learned the hard way how I can be a good father and good leader, and how I can get the respect from my wife and my daughters.
And let's not forget that change is not going to happen overnight, especially when they have used abusive behavior throughout their life. 1 year or 6 months in counseling is not going to change a lifetime behavior, but it will help.
Where's in the man's mind when you get a woman and beating her up? When the fire started, who do you think lose? Our kids. They pay the consequence for our mistakes, and it's not fair. It's not fair because we got a lot we can learn, and we got a lot of solutions before can get involved in domestic violence.
Hi, my name is Kenya Martinez, and I'm 7 years old. I love my family because they always treat me nice.
Don't let you boys get in the same problem because they think it's normal Don't let you girls get involved in this kind of relationship with domestic violence, and they will think it's a normal.
I think that everyone should try to find their own way to calm down when they're mad. Like, I know that my mom and dad have their own thing that they do to calm down. What I do is I go to my room and I read. It makes me escape to another world instead of the world where I'm mad at. And when I finish the book, I feel a lot better because I'm not mad anymore. This experience has really affected my life. Not only has it made me stronger, but I know for a fact I'll never hurt my own kids. When I'm mad, I go play my violin. It's kind of nerdy, but it keeps me calm and makes me go away into another world, like music.
My husband and I are still going to Parents Anonymous, the support group. And what we have learned is to take everything one day at a time.
My mom and dad, they just pretend that they're not mad at each other, but my mom is a strong woman and she knows how to fight, and she is not going to give up on my dad because she knows what she's doing.
All those teens who hate the world, I've been through domestic violence too, and don't take it all out on the world just because of what somebody did to you. You can talk to somebody, and I know it's kind of embarrassing to talk about your feelings, but just find somebody that you really trust. Because I talked to my twin sister because she really understands me. She's been through everything with me, and I talked to my mom too. So just talk to somebody you trust.
When I was barely born, I didn't know that my mom and dad didn't fight, but then I knowed, and I know that they tried to stay as a family, and I know that they always tried their best to keep this family safe and together and happy.
I hope and pray that anyone who is in a domestic violence situation will tell someone that they need help. My husband and I have come a long way, and we are still continuing on our journey. Someday I would love to help other people who are starting their own long journey to healing.
My daddy is the best dad ever. He always is nice to me, and he's always funny. He always plays with me, and he always is just nice.
My dad is seriously trying to change, and I can see what a really cool person he is. My family still has issues and stuff, but what family doesn't? My dad isn't perfect, but he's really trying hard to be.
So for those who think they need help, you guys need help, don't keep it quiet and ask for help. Yes, we can stop domestic violence. Sí se puede stop domestic violence.
I know that I'm exposing myself. I know that I'm exposing, my whole family with this experience. But that's the main reason that I wanted to share with you, because this needs to stop. You can't live like that. It's not healthy, living with domestic violence.